Dear viewers, my passion and mission is to reach Spoken Kannada out to everyone that wants to learn in very simple ways and in relation to how Spoken Kannada may relate to their own mother tongue. For example, Telugu and Hindi. I welcome comments on my videos and I request all of us to be civil and kind. If we must disagree, let's do so with empathy and respect in gratitude. In this video, let's discover useful Kannada phrases you could find handy in the Bengaluru railway station. Okay, you just got on from a train in Bengaluru, but you're not sure of the platform number. Just ask. Platform number S2? S2 means kitna in Hindi, enta in Telugu, evada in Tamil, and etra in Malayalam. Next, you want to grab a quick healthy bite and notice a fruit salad with some juicy ripe oranges. You can reuse the word S2 in this situation. Just ask rate S2. 122 sir. Golly, what does it mean? Let's take a sneak peek at numbers in Kannada. Alright, the Kannada numeral sounds from 1 till 5 and the sounds of their tens. Consider bookmarking this as this can be handy. Now, look at the ending sounds in the third column representing tens values in Kannada. Notice how hattu, ipattu, muvattu, etc. end with something that sounds like attu. Notice how the Kannada equivalents for 3 and 30 begin with the mu sound as in muru and muvattu. This is moving. Likewise, notice the similarity for the Kannada equivalents for 4 and 40. They begin with na, and for the Kannada equivalents for 5 and 50, beginning with I as in aidu and aivattu. Now, let's go Kannada versus English with reference to ending sounds for the tens. The Kannada tens end with attu as in ipattu, muvattu and nalvattu. The English tens end with T as in 20, 30, 40. Okay, here's a short quiz for which you have around 5 seconds. What's the Kannada equivalent for 60, 70, 80 and 90? I'll share the solution in a moment, but please comment on how many you got right. And here are the answers. How many did you get right? Comment below. Now, back to the fruit seller's response of 122. Let's solve this by referring back to the tables we discussed moments ago. We know Nuru stands for 100, Ipatu stands for 20, and Erdu stands for 2. Putting these all together, it's Nuru, Ipatu, Erdu, or 122. Ayyayo, U is falling. This is due to a property called Swaralopa Sandhi and is also exhibited by other Dravidian languages like Telugu and Tamil. Exercise time. What is the English equivalent of 55, 72, 33, 141 and 199? Please key in your answers in the comments section. Alright, the vendor just gave you some oranges. How many did he give you? You can just use S2 either, or even better, S2. Remember that the vowel U or U gets trapped in combination with the next word. S2 gets translated to kitne hai, enta undi, or evada irukku. Okay, deal done. You're about to leave the fruit seller and you notice someone or something tugging at your bag. Oh, so sweet. Who wouldn't want to play with a sweet little guy? He looks about an year old. Or is he? You decide to ask. Vayas is to, you ask. Vayas is shortened from the word Vayasu. And Estu? I'm sure you know that now. Hattinglu. You know that Hattu is 10, but what's Tinglu? And with the answer, let's segue to the Kannada equivalents for day or days, week or weeks, months, years, decades, and even centuries. Day is Dina, week is Vara, month is Tingalu, A is dropped, and Tingalu becomes Tingalu. Year is Varsha, decade is Dashaka, and a century is Shataka. So what does Hat Tingalu mean? Comment below. Okay, you now know the platform number you got down on, grabbed an orange, and learned some numbers. You now want to reach your cousin's home in Jayanagar, but then how do you exit the station? Just ask someone, Horag Hogodu Hege? Well, let's break this. Horag Hogodu Hege becomes Bahar Jana Kaise? Bayata Poediyala, and compare all of these different sounds to English. Each word in the phrase Horag Hogod Hege in Kannada can be thought of as an engine. Engines can be anywhere along the train. The broad meaning of Horag Hogod Hege remains same even if the words change their position within the phrase. For example, if we flip the positions of Hogod and Hege, the meaning would still take off. So each word is an engine that doesn't derail the meaning. This applies to Hindi and Telugu as well. The point I make is Indic languages share a broad level of similarity in comparison to, say, English. How outside to go? Which clearly doesn't sound right. Rules of English require an interrogative phrase to begin with a question, so the engine of this phrase has to be how. The words go and outside by themselves cannot lead this phrase, so they are bogey. Question: can we interchange the bogies and still hope to understand the phrase? This clearly is not a valid English phrase in my opinion, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. It's a lot more easier to learn Kannada via Telugu or Hindi than from English. Since Indic scripts like Devanagari and Kannada have all originated from the ancient Brahmi script, they're quite similar if you scratch the surface, as you just witnessed. Okay, you learned the Kannada interrogative phrase to mean how do I exit? Witnessed some Indic resemblance between the Devanagari and the Kannada equivalents for the letter Ka, and saw that some Indic phrases are pretty similar in structure in comparison to an equivalent English phrase. We will cover more phrases in subsequent videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel.